Okay, I got all the panels on. Looks good. The next step is going to be to start putting the trim on. I got lots of butyl tape and Sikaflex caulking that I'm going to caulk up all the seams and then put butyl tape on. And then if there's any cracks left over, I'll put the Sikaflex, make sure everything's sealed up nice. I also have to go around the bottom edges with the Sikaflex and the fenders, make sure everything's sealed up good. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, but we're gonna get started on the trim now. This side has all the trim on it. The back, except that corner, has all the trim. The front side, still working on, but you can kind of see what it'll look like that. And then I just put some bed liner on these two custom trim pieces to go on these angles here, on the top and on the bottom there. But I did buy a tube of the Sikaflex sealant that I'm gonna go ahead and go around the doors, the man door and the back door, and as well as cover a couple other spots. I want to see how far one tube gets me to see if I need to order another one. Under the wheel wells are all sealed up. The next step we're going to do is go ahead and start putting this PVC trim inside, or PVC, whatever you want to call it, sealer inside the trim. It's all in here. I got a big roll of it there, and we're just going to kind of plug away and fill in all the cracks there. On the last camper build, I remember this being a pain, but it was also in the winter time, and I just tried to put some in, and the heat definitely helps. So don't try to do this in the cold. Your fingers will save you, or your fingers will thank you. So I'm on the top of the camper, and as you can see, we got the PVC trim in all the way around. I made up this spare tire mount. As you can see, I drilled, before I put the panels on, I marked my holes and drilled them all the way through. And then once I put my roof on, I drilled all the way up through so I could see where my marks are down below. And I have it framed out. You know, I have a box here made underneath. I can show you. But right now I'm going to drill these holes out, and I have some 5/16 riv nuts. I'm going to get them in there, mount this baby up, and probably set the spare tire up here to see how it looks. So I moved on from the roof rack to the back kitchen area, and this is kind of what I'm thinking. This is going to be a big drawer that slides out, and I came up with this plan. In this corner here, I'm actually going to put the battery, and all the electronics are going to be underneath here. And to access those, because I want to have good access to them, this drawer is going to pull out, and then you could take the drawer off the sliders, and then there'll actually be a butcher block right here on this area. And that butcher block is just going to pull out, and then you'll have all this area, you know, a nice big area where you can get into your battery and all your electronics. And then this area here will be mostly taken up by the sink and the plumbing underneath. And I'll also have the 12-volt water pump on this side. So I won't really have any room for storage here, but I'm trying to utilize this space as much as I can so I can leave the front open for inside storage. So what I'm kind of doing here is making a little outline where I can put some wood on the inside to build my drawer. All right, so here's some of our electrical components. This is mostly for the solar system and just battery monitoring. We got our charge controller, a bunch of cords. This is a monitor, and as you can see, we're going with Renogy. Basically everything on this is going to be Renogy. And there's our 100-watt solar panel. That is going to get mounted between those two front bars, and then I'll have to run a wire, or run the wires down, and my solar port will be up here and a rundown, and under here is where all my electronics will be. So we're just going to kind of set that up there and get the panel mounted up and work our way back. Okay, so we made a little progress since the last video. I tried to video it and I took a picture instead. So we got our solar panel. As you can see, that our solar panel goes up to these fuses up here, and our battery, they come over here and they will hook up to our battery in the corner. And then we have our charger right here. These will also hook up to the battery, obviously. These are our main 12 volts coming into the kill switch, and then it's fused, and then it goes through, or it's not fused, it just goes to the main panel, I guess you could call it. And I'll have fuses up right when it leaves the battery. On there was this license plate holder with the little light on the bottom. I'm gonna need that to make this baby road legal. Made some progress over here. We got our outside lights put up, and up there the solar panel's mounted. The vent fan is in. Lots of little progress, but you know, gotta make little progress to make big progress.